With that, I'll call to order the public hearing for Tuesday, November 22nd to hear from the public on Bylaw 2016-17 Spring Creek Mountain Village Stage 1 and 2 Public District Amendments. For those of the public that are here, the agenda rolls out in this way. There will be an administrative briefing, the applicant's presentation if they wish, questions of clarification from members of council, then public submissions. Written submissions will be read into the record, final administrative comments if required, and then the hearing will adjourn. So with that, I'll
just to introduce the bylaw, it's 2016-17. It's an amendment to public use districts and surrounding Spring Creek Mountain Village comprehensive residential and commercial districts. Basically a boundary adjustment. To lead off with though, adjacent landowners have been notified of this public hearing and an advertisement was placed in the Rocky Mountain Outlook, and the statutory requirements of the public hearing have been met. Briefly, this amendment affects these three areas, and the next two maps will show this in a little bit more detail. This is areas 1 and 2, effectively going from what the PD districts look on the left-hand side of the screen to what they look like on the right-hand side of the screen. So it's a boundary readjustment, effectively in this area moving the little bit of PD district here, that area of land, into this area of land and making it bigger. And in Area 3 down in the residential area of Spring Creek Mountain Village, it's shrinking a PD district to match an existing approved municipal reserve lot. There were details on this in my my presentation at first reading, but very briefly, that's it. It's PD boundary adjustments in these locations. That's the bylaw.
thank you. Is the applicant here to make a presentation? Okay, thanks. Then I'll look to council, see if there are any questions of council for either administration or the applicant, questions, clarification. Seeing none. Public submissions. I see 3 members of the public. Anybody here to speak? Not at all. I'll look to the municipal clerk to read into the record names of any written submissions.
Thank you. We received 1 written submission in opposition to the proposed bylaw from Liz Baker.
Thank you. Any final administrative comments?
I do have a response to one of the submissions that was made, but I'll make that in my presentation for second and third reading, if that works for council.
Works for me. Councillor Krausert?
Your worship, will we get a copy of that written submission prior to the council meeting? Great, thank you.
With that, then I will adjourn the public hearing. Bing. There'll be a few minutes here while we clear the chamber or allow everybody to move out. Municipal clerk has to stop the recording on this and start a new recording.